Let's be real for a second. We're not here to talk about a few cool AI party tricks. We're talking about building an entire operating system for your life, a system that can genuinely level up your productivity and maybe even the way you think. So let's dive right in.
This right here, this is everything. There's a new kind of digital divide happening as we speak. And honestly, the side you end up on is going to shape your entire future. It is that big of a deal.
So here are the two camps. On one side, you have the casual users, which is, well, pretty much everybody. For them, AI is kind of like a toy, right? It's fun for messing around, writing a quick email, maybe a school paper, but then there's the top 1%. And these people aren't just using AI, they are integrating it. It's become a literal extension of their mind, a second brain that lets them strategize, create, and get things done on a whole other level.
So you gotta ask yourself, and you gotta be honest. If your chats with AI feel kind of generic, like you're not really getting anywhere special, you might be on the wrong side of that divide. But hey, don't sweat it. Closing that gap is exactly what we're here to do today.
It all kicks off with one massive shift in how you think. This isn't really about the tool itself. It's about how you see its value.
Just look at the difference here. Most people are stuck chasing free tools, trying to save a buck, and seeing AI as just another monthly bill. But the top performers? They chase value. They totally get that a pro account isn't a cost, it is a direct investment in themselves. It's the key that unlocks the powerful stuff, like the AI canvas, custom GPTs, and, of course, access to the latest, smartest models out there.
So you really have to wonder, is saving a few dollars a month really worth missing out on a massive opportunity to skyrocket your skills and your career? The people at the top have already answered that question for themselves.
Okay, so that investment mindset, that's our foundation. Now let's build the first pillar. This is where we finally stop getting those boring, generic answers and start getting stuff that's actually brilliant and tailored to you.
So why do you get those generic answers? It's simple, really. The AI has no clue who you are. It has zero context. The fix is something called a master prompt. I want you to think of it like the super detailed briefing you'd give to a brilliant new hire on their very first day.
And here's how you build it. You start by just telling the AI what you want to do. But now listen up, because here's the pro tip that changes everything. Ask the AI to interview you. Seriously, just say, ask me all the important questions you need to fully understand my vision and work style. Then you spell it all out, your job, your goals, the exact tone of voice you use, save that whole thing and use it to kick off every important new chat. It is a total game changer.
Okay, so if the master prompt defines who you are, the system prompt defines how the AI should act. Your master prompt is your personal biography. The system prompt is the instruction manual for the specific task you want it to do. This is how you get those perfectly formatted, consistent results time and time again.
This quote nails it. The next time you get a perfect result from an AI, don't just copy and paste. Pause for a second and ask the AI, hey, write me the system prompt that would consistently generate results just like this. When you save those prompts, you're not just making content, you're building an incredibly valuable library of your own automated skills.
All right, let's move on to pillar number 2. We've taught the AI who we are. Now it's time to give it the right information to work with by building our very own digital command center.
We all know this is true for us humans, right? Well, it's even more true for our AI partner. To do really deep, important work, you absolutely need organization and focus. And that is where project folders come in. Instead of having one long, chaotic chat where everything gets all mixed up, you create these dedicated, separate workspaces for each of your big goals. You could have, say, one folder for your business plan, another for creating content, maybe a third for market research. And inside each of those folders, you upload all the relevant documents, spreadsheets, reports, notes, whatever you've got.
And this is when the magic happens. When you give the AI that level of organized context, it just stops being a simple chatbot answering random questions. It actually evolves into a strategic advisor that gets the entire picture of what you're trying to achieve.
This brings us to our third and maybe most powerful pillar, automation. This is where we make the leap from just doing work to building systems that actually work for you, creating your own digital clone. Let's talk about something like the AI canvas. This is collaboration, but on a whole new level. It's like you and the AI are sitting side by side working on the same document. You can edit text, tell it to make something shorter, or change the tone, all in real time. What used to take hours of back and forth editing can now be done in just a few minutes. But the real powerhouse here is creating your own custom GPTs. Think of these as little mini bots that you train to do specific, repetitive tasks exactly how you would do them. They're basically digital clones of your expertise. You can build one bot to draft all your standard follow-up emails, another one to scan your code for common mistakes. Or how about one that automatically summarizes your meeting notes and pulls out the action items? These little guys work for you 24/7, freeing you up to think about the bigger picture.
So, we've gone through the mindset shift and our 3 pillars: personalization, organization, and automation. Now that might sound like a lot, but putting it into practice is way simpler than you'd think. This isn't rocket science. It's just about building one simple, powerful habit.
So tomorrow morning, when you sit down to start your day, I want you to just pause. Before you open a single email or start on that first task, just ask yourself one little question.
That's it. Just, can AI make this better? By tacking this new question onto your existing routine, you start to rewire your brain. You'll start to see all these opportunities for help and automation everywhere. That one question, that's the spark that starts the whole transformation. We've covered a ton of ground today, from creating a master prompt all the way to building a digital clone. But the most important thing is to just start. So think about it for a second. Which one of these strategies are you going to try first? Your journey to the top 1% starts right now.